Okay, well, game number one then. In the best of 7, we do have ACCM playing in the boys pick Japanese as his first civ here, and that was his 5th pick civ out of his 8. Now, Belgium has went for mines, which was his 2nd last pick, so a bit of a difference there in terms of priority in your draft management. But you can see ACCM is on the south of this map, and it's Wandering Warriors Nomad. Wandering Warriors Cup was Big S tier tourney in January, and this was the Nomad script that they used, and the defining feature is this, that you're probably about 95% likely to get a landlock. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes you have middle lakes, you have inlets. It's a bit more, the water's a bit more varied in comparison to the normal script. You can see ACCM's on the bottom side, and Belgium's actually docked on that side too. And it looks like ACCM's actually late to dock, but Belgium docked on the bottom, and he's TC'd up in the north-hand side. So, both players, opposite side of the map, and ACCM just docking this middle lake here. And you'll see him do that quite a bit in his set. Eight Pyrobox. I am not a Pyrobox, man. Pinch. Thank you for the raid. Hola, amigos. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás? That's about the extent of my Spanish. Now, there is somebody on the ladder called Pyrobox, and it's not me. People always think it's like my Smurf account. It's like, I played you the other night. I'm like, what? Yeah, Pyrobox. It's like some Colombian guy. The Spanish is well played, thanks. Paulina94 and Desaf. Thank you for the follows. Hope you had a good stream, guys, and you all enjoyed it. Just getting started in the best 7 here. And I've just realised I've not got the logo up. Hang on, let me just quickly tap. Boom. Then back over to Capture Age. So we only got Belgian players and Vietnamese in this one, guys. I'm sorry, no South American representation. Fire did go out in semi-finals to ACCM, so if you're looking for revenge, you maybe want to cheer for Bogham in this one. I'm currently 17 elo higher. Oh my god. Your Scottish is really good for a Colombian. Maybe we do need a show match. Okay, let's have a look at resources then. You can see ACCM's only got his TC up on the wood line. Does have some gold and stone in the back, which would be good to kind of fall back to. But probably want to prioritise the left-hand side first, but maybe just wants to get the safe resources. You can see he's getting second bore. Could get this one down here if you can see it. How does his scouting look? You can see it's pretty decent so far. Good look around his TC. Started on the shoreline as well. Knows the docks here, so that's good, vital information. Does have a board here as well, so he'll be absolutely fine. Now for Belgium, does have a few sheep going around. Actually knows where the TC is, and he's going to find the dock in the next few seconds as he scouts along that. And he has gold and stone in the back, and he should be absolutely golden too. Everyone's going to have lots of resources available. Oh my god, the Mike Myers? What? Oh, the Shrek one? Yeah. I get it all the time. Get out of my swamp! I do get that all the time, man. And I don't know why Belgium has that as his name, but the project actually refers to. Of course, the PRO is capitalized and it says pro, right? Who knows? Who knows? The project has become pro at AoE. Makes sense. Like I said, ACCM, he's been doing this all tournament, guys. He's been going for a fast feudal, trying to get some sort of water control, or at least try and get a bit of a head start, keep your fish alive as much as you can. And then, I wouldn't be surprised to see a barracks getting dropped very soon, once we're in feudal age, and also a forward range, and then even a one villager forward for a tower as well, which has been happening a lot. It's nearly like every game he does this, so we'll see if it happens here. You see, he said that in the interview with Yoo-Hoo. That makes sense. His interviews are great. I wish there were video content. No, I get it. Sometimes I tab out mentally. Okay, so ACCM getting second dog down. Did he get another one here? No, so he should have a nice little flanking position, honestly. Can come in from this side, and then he can come into the left-hand side now as well. The main issue is this dog is a little bit isolated from these two, and Belgium's doubling down in this area. The fish isn't great long-term, but he is going to want to extend out to here, and both players are going to want water control here, because the fish is pretty good. Pretty good bit. You can see it is still quite sparse. Angelina Jolie, I think he's still playing, but I think he's playing a lot of Woobly. I'm pretty sure he's playing a lot of Woobly. And there's going to be third dog from Belgium, so he's really prioritising water. And he's got to be careful that this villager does not get found, and ACCM is going to be looking for her. Just in time. And that's kind of important, to be honest, because having a dog denied would have been awful. And third dog from ACCM too, so 3 dogs versus 3. Anything in terms of a land switch coming? No, not as yet. Look at the idle time from Belgium as well. 1 second, 12.5 minutes into the game, and looks like the villager did get walled in, and yeah. Having this villager die is actually massive, because this villager, you ideally want to have a vill for repairs on your fires, and not having a repair villager could be dangerous. Where's the fire going? Use a fire! Use a fire! Oh my god, it's hitting the pallet. Attack the vill, man! Attack the vill! No! Oh, that's massive. That's absolutely massive. It's so important having that villager there to do repairs. Yikes. You can see the army numbers are pretty much the same. Belgium does have a slight lead, but ACCM already on to demos. I wonder if he's coming from that one. And the stock here. And demos and Fire Galley Wars are going to be absolutely massive. There's no reason not to add them early. And here's the walls coming up. I love it. If you're going for a heavy feudal approach on water, just secure your base. It's like any other map. I'm just wondering if Belgium's gonna... 4 dogs is definitely overkill, but if he's gonna try and get a repair villager over something, I don't know. But having a repair vill is massive. He's got to be really careful, and I'm wondering if he's going to start out in the demos, and he is. But in terms of economy, fish economy is all still alive for both players. Only 4 fishing ships versus ACCM 6, so... Okay, there has... No, some fish have went down. Some fish have went down. I'm chatting shit. Well, it's like a good engagement, though, from Belgium there. Quite a few weak ones, though. The thing is, ACCM can always pull back. Do we just go after the fish if we're going straight past them? Just looking to tank for the fishing ships. And look at the HP just going down on Belgium's. Ooh. Not ideal. Not ideal. And here's a range coming up from Belgium, and he probably feels like the tides are turning. Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, he probably feels like something's going on in water and it's probably not very good, so he's got to start applying pressure from land. And you can see ACCM's already forwards. He's been doing this in all his games as well, guys. Outposting all over the map, just trying to get some map awareness and see what's coming. He's put that right. He's put that right up on top of that range. And he's thinking about a land switch. Anyway, barracks is coming up too. Now there is still a few fire galleys here. You can see Belgium's up to 7. It's only 5 for ACCM. Needs another demo out, probably in front now. Good thing about going fires, or just any military in water, is it's the same resources as archers. So trickling in some archers is not a big issue. He's just going to be looking to get some food now. And probably going to try and get up to Castle Age. Of course, if he does have a blacksmith, yeah, that's going to be his second building. And you can see both players starting to stockpile food, but extra fishing ships for ACCM. Maybe had an extra boar. He's likely going to get up first. But both players heavy. Heavy on water. Lovely looking map. Looks like a sea, right? See you next Tuesday. The church is too loud. Oh, God. Okay, ACCM's clicked. And Belgium is on his way up as well. Now, where are the archers? Still in the range? Yeah. I mean, ACCM's gonna know when they're out. The wood line's lush. Yeah, it's a pretty good wall, right? That is a pretty good wall. It's massive, man. Look how long that is. I mean, 2 towers, don't get me wrong, like 2 towers would completely deny everything. Obviously a castle would get you back on, but it's a chunk. It's not a chunky wood line. It's a long wood line. It's looking nice. So we'll see what both players do going into Castle Age. Personally, I absolutely prefer going for a map control approach. So adding some military. Once you have some map control and you kind of gain some advantages. I mean, water's pretty much gone from Belgium now. You're going to have to totally pivot onto land. Once you have some sort of control, maybe then you're thinking about adding in some TCs. But yeah, it's totally lost water now, it's gone. We'll likely see ACCM just start to trickle in some more efficient ships. It's not crazy good in terms of efficiency. Like, look how long it is at this point. He's actually going to redock up in the north here, so he's not going to give it up. But I'd be very surprised to see if ACCM did not go for War Galley. But he is going for double range, so maybe crossbow. But yeah, crossbow and... I guess crossbow and the upgrades are so cheap anyway, doesn't need to worry about it by the time it's in. Fishing sheeps? Yes. Crossbows are on their way though, and this is the issue with this woodline Hopsy. Even, you know, crossbows can range pretty much every part of that woodline, right? Whenever they're on it. So he is going to be forced to move back, and ACCM going to do typical ACCM things. He's going to add TCs. Fire's coming up in the north, and a TC from Belgium as well. And so 2 TCs apiece. We'll see if a villager comes forward from Bogham here. And adding that TC is maybe going to be taking some time. Gonna be good archer numbers though. From ACCM. Still some fires being trickled in here. And some demos as well. If he could just find the fishing ships would be great, but double HP in these guys. There are some weak ones actually. There are some weak ones. And they're going after the shorefish. They could fall pretty fast. But ACCM is going to try and pounce on this. Just here to ruin the 69. God damn it, Nessa. And yeah, this army's going to die. Not an ideal start. Belgium's adding the 3rd TC and he's still not walled, so it could be a bit of an issue. It wouldn't be difficult to do it in all honesty, but all stone's gone now, so maybe walling here, walling in, use the lake, or pond, not much of a lake is it? Use a wood line, and then wall in there. You see, I'm gonna go for ballistics, he wants to wreak some havoc. And there's a lot of villagers there, and I think ACCM knows exactly where to go, and he does. He's gonna get in front. That's gonna be a lot of villagers dead, guys. There's a few crossbows here from Bogham, but big KD from ACCM. What's going on? Not a good start. More villagers go down. There's a lack of upgrades here. Oh, he's not even got Bodkin. Not even got Bodkin, so cannot take the fight. Yikes. Not good. It's going to be the next priority. Try and get to Bodkin. Maybe you can get some good fights here. The University did go up, but Ballistics has not been in yet. Another 30 seconds. Obviously, ACCM's a little bit further away, right? So it's going to be harder to trickle in Archer numbers, but man, he's got so many at home. Just waiting to come over now. ACCM's even extending out of his base. Keeping everything at home from Belgium, so not too much to worry about, right? That TC, though. What do we think about that TC? What the hell, man? Bro. I guess it's like... It's nearly optimal. This is what you would see in Nomad, like at low elo. Like for a starting TC, you know what I mean? Like, oh, there's golden stone, let's get it between. Okay, Ballistics in now. Numbers 7 versus 6. And with Ballistics, it should be pretty simple for ACCM to get the clear up here. And you can see he's maybe only going to lose a few. It looks like it. 6 crossbows with Bloodkin are still going to be an issue, and Belgium finally baited into going to siege defense. Not ideal. He's looking to add a lot of eco here. His mines, of course. He's going to have great eco. ACCM's not been able to trickle in any more fishing ships, so he's actually done decent in that sense. You can see the idle time. Just didn't have the food income to keep his TCs running. He's quite far behind now. Now here is full HP versus ones that have already lost quite a bit. Scorpion likely needs to come over. Forward siege coming in now. Crossbows just sitting on top of this range and looking to get a good lineup. Okay, essentially good first damage. Gets one more. One more. Should be getting the clear up the dance here. Belgium just having to go for Scorpions right now because he does not have the eco. So just trickle in mangoes. Just go for the cheaper option. He's obviously want to save what he can. But once he sees a siege workshop and he sees mangonels coming, he's going to have to add some of his own. He's trying to add something a bit cheaper in the meantime. Yeah, just being annoying. How does the eco look for ACCM? You can see economy upgrades. Only got the first wood upgrade. Oh my god. Bro. This is a very low elo TC. Just that's horse collar, but that would be to be expected. Same for Belgium, but he does have bow saw. And no wheelbarrow for both. Okay, but castle looking to be on the horizon here. That's a lot of crossbows. Gotta be careful. We'll see how many numbers of mangoes he tries to get to. Maybe he just gets 2 and starts popping them out here. And Belgium calls it, man. He probably feels he's just too far behind. Too much damage. And ACCM takes game number 1. And a little bit of a underwhelming game, right? For game 1. But it kind of felt like that in the quarterfinals with Taro as well. It just like, those games came out of nowhere. And realistically, Japanese, I prefer them a lot over Mayans. So if you're going to lose a game, game 1 is the game to lose. Really helped get the tournament to the stature that it's at. This is like the ideal matchup for Burmese. I guess still no if Bohemians end up getting to late game. Oh, double. Oh, it's actually a really skinny middle lake, and both players going for it. The Division 3 Nomad Supremo, yeah. So you'll see ACCM pretty much do this in all of his games. He'll go for a middle lake. And the largest reason for it is you're probably making the assumption that your opponent's on the outside. And then you could have the situation where you have, you know, free fish, maybe delayed onset of aggression on your fish in the middle, which makes things a little bit easier. Food income keeps on going. But, yeah, we've got 2 players both in the middle lake here. Could make things pretty interesting. TC's on the opposite side as well. You can see Belgium way down to the left-hand side of the map here does have gold, has stone, rhinos in this generation, but the desert generation, I mean, you do have 40 extra food. 40 extra food? 60 extra food? I can't remember now. 60? 40? 60, right? I have no idea. But, yeah, rhinos here, so you do get a little bit extra, which is nice. And there's 2 there for Belgium. You see there's 1 right here for ACCM, second one up here, so that's looking fantastic. Potentially a 3rd one there. And maybe even the 4th as well. And you can see the gold is pretty well generated across the map. But could be a slight issue for ACCM. There's not anything that's super close. This here, kind of exposed with a lot of dead space to the left. I guess this gold could be good at the back, but again, not fantastic. Map control going to be really important in this one. Storm smashed you. I'm sorry to hear that, Popsy. Maybe you'll be up with the big dogs next time in Division 2. The question is, the map pool for the next one. Oh, and Pipes is... yeah, we're on the same wavelength. Now, there is going to be new maps, and there'll be a return of a few maps as well. Maybe a couple of maps will be returned from the first 2 seasons, and then I have some other maps that I'm looking at. And then I'll be doing some community voting on the other ones as well, which I think's worked well. I kind of like the system that I done it last time, with the upvotes and downvotes. So if I just done upvotes, it could have been, I don't know, like, if you just do upvotes, you only get people that want to get them in, but having the downvotes, it shows that people don't actually like the map. Yeah, no more compass. You tanked the second half of the season. Maybe it was just the fact other people got better as well, which that's the whole point of the league, right? Playing so many games. You would have been Div 2 if you weren't smurfing. Yeah, exactly. It looks like Belgium doesn't know ACCM's dog tier, and ACCM doesn't know that either, but he has plenty of sheep looking around. He has a good look around his TC, and he's probably going to be scouting the outer shoreline, and it looks like he will be. He has quite a few sheep. Don't have scouts, of course, but these are your best friends, and he is going to run into the dock. Maybe just looking deliberately along this little lake here. And a race to feudal age is going to be on. Our compass game still tilted. Compass is an absolute shit show, man. The thing is about Compass, it's not even like an enjoyable map to play. You know what I mean? Like, the game's just going for so fucking long, and like people just like refuse to GG on the map. Like, quite rightly so, don't get me wrong. But it's like, you can have like a 5k score lead on Compass, and it means nothing. Can mean absolutely nothing. Okay, nearly 9 minutes in, you can see ACCM's prepping the lumber camp, so he has that second building to go up. More houses coming down, doesn't look too right, does it? Stone walls are the key. I think stone, if you can like wall in your opponent versus, that can be pretty important, and especially if you have water as well, right? ACCM must have seen the dock. Yep, Belgium has not. But he did lose. Did lose a sheep there, so you don't know. Why is he not GGing? Yeah, you actually need to like watching back wrecks of Compass are interesting. Let's see that. And it looks like Belgium's just gonna go for fast castle here, guys. Maybe does not want to even fight over this. You see the uptime for me here, for ACCM, definitely leaning towards water control. Wonder if he'll try and get another dock up on the outside eventually, but yeah, he's definitely looking for fast castle. Get the mill up. He's got the villagers on the gold already, bringing in the deer here. It should be all right, but is ACCM going to be going for a forward building? It seems likely. Oh, his breakfast back up to 1800. Yeah, he'll be... He re-enters, man. He'll be Division 1. Why Burmese? Burmese are actually pretty solid. Because you get the wood upgrades for free. And so much of your early game plan is put around like having good wood access. Or more wood than the other, right? So water's a big part of it. So we can get early bit axe, and even going into Castle Age, Imperial Age, getting that upgrade for free is pretty nice. And of course, Aranbai are the best unit in the game. And yep, there's the forward range. Talked about it, guys. Forward range. And I'm not too sure what the script is with Bogham here. He's putting the barracks up now. Looking... Is he even adding a fire in? What's going on? People donate you... Are people like... GGing out of games? Straight from the get-go? What's the plan here? Okay, he's actually committing to Feudal Age. I guess does he see the range does not? Spear even came forward here. It's not really a fantastic position for Belgium in the long run, right? He does need to prioritise map control and try and get up this map. Because if he gets closed in here, with multiple towers and some army, things could get tricky. And going for a range of his own, but the Spearman should die. Is the Spearman going to go for the sheep? No. Kind of funny, in all honesty. If he can just trickle in a few archers, and then maybe get on his way up to Castle Age, wouldn't be a bad idea, IMO. But he's got to be careful, right? Swallow them in and win, exactly. Even going for a tower. Even going for a tower. There's only one villager forward for ACCM, so these one towers, sorry, the one villager towers, they can be nice if you surprise your opponent behind a wood line or whatnot. But even then, your opponent can still get an R1 up and whatnot. And then just shoot it down, because it's not like... They're always going to have an arrow advantage as well. Unless you have archers, which ACCM does actually have in this instance. The fish is going to be gone, and Belgium's already redocked up to the left-hand side. So good job from him. Good job. I'm liking it. And... Can it range? Range up villager? No? Oh, one tile out. Just needs fletching, and he probably gets a good shot on the Valor too. But you can see the tower. HP is already on the way down. They can't hit it at all. And of course, if Archer's in, it's going to shoot extra. You want 1800 so you never have to play Carlinia again. Honestly, it's a fair response. It's an absolutely fair thing to say. Okay, there's a stone switch coming in from Belgium as well. Maybe he wants to add more towers in the long run, but even then he's going to run out of stone, so he does need to have some sort of income. He's also filling up his range with archers as well, and is that a repair villager? Ooh, it is. Got to be careful. Fletching in for Belgium as well. And actually the repair villager did go down from ACCM as well. A repair villager lost from both. And just micro the weak one away. Good shot. And the good thing about micro... Sorry, I'm going to close the window. Stupid dog. So the wee dog, he got his balls chopped off yesterday, got snapped. He's feeling a bit more lively, but he wasn't enjoying himself yesterday, I tell you that. Second dog up here from Belgium, actually. Looking fantastic, and that tower is going to go down. How many archers do we have in here? Only a few. Belgium, not quite up yet, but there's a few more in the range as well. He's not docked there? He is on the way now. He is on the way. But it's going to be 2 docks versus 1, and ACCM's already adding in that market, so he's going to be looking to get up to Castle Age here. How's the micro? Looks like Belgium is just patrolling. And Burmese archers Archers are not something that can scale very well for Burmese, right? Not particularly, but you can see the micro's just much better. Just keeping his target moving. And the second tower, ACCM's even sitting that villager. And he's done the right thing, get some wall-ups behind. Fine, be clear, and he's sending another villager forward for some outposts. Where are the demos? Oh, they're in here. We do get crossbows and bodkin? Yeah, but only having first armor is kind of huge. Chemistry as well, of course, but even without chemistry, you still don't fancy them. Both players on the way up though. Only 2 on stone. This is walled. ACCM's, I think, is trying to click in this side. And he should find a couple of villagers if the Belgium is playing a bit silly, and he isn't. He needs to try and get some wall-offs here, and you see the map control, the presence of the map is extremely bad for Belgium. He needs to get some sort of swing here. And I think it's just gonna... Can we see chemistry skirms? Chemistry skirms would be kind of hype. Same thing in the semi-finals pipes. He just pretty much done the same thing every game. Like, early water control, into 1 villager towers, into forward range. And it's a winning recipe for ACCM. So, if it works, don't change it, man. Okay. First armor on the skirm zone. Decent numbers there. And those archers are gonna die. And are we going to see TCs? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't have the wood quite just yet. And stable. And there's the monastery straight away from Belgium. I really want to see him expand out to the right hand side here. The Insta monastery. Don't mind that at all. And he's gonna go for crossbows. Gonna go for bodkin. And your crossbows are always gonna be better with Bohemians if you get to chemistry at some point. No war galley as of yet, though. And that is on the way. And is it 3 docks on the outside? There's only 2 in the meantime. But you can see Bosaw's in. Bosaw's also in. And Belgium's already getting a tournament. Holy fuck. %10 of the desired monasteries, yeah. That's so fucking funny. He's got a tournament already. Let's get Fervor. Let's get Sanctity even for these villagers, give them a little bit extra HP. But Fervor's a big one, that's a good eco bonus. And there's a TC coming from the right, so I like that. And I'm not really seeing much from ACCM. He's made 1 knight. Looks like he's just prioritising water in the meantime. And Belgium's added in a lot of fish here, so he's got to be careful, man. I think you got to just move these fishing ships back. Right back to here. Even make another dock and try and get them out of harm's way, but... The Navy is coming, man. The Navy is coming. And yeah, that knight's just going to be useless. This forward stable isn't going to do much. Going forward stable against Bohemians seems like an odd play. Atonement must be a misclick. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is this dog producing? Okay, that's really rough. We've got 2 fires in here. This one isn't producing. These fishing ships could all go. I think we gotta try and get forwards now. Main issue is he's wall to the left hand side, and he does have some sort of control on the right hand side here. That'd be a sick bonus, right? We do actually have bugged zebra here, but it's Nomad, right? Don't always have access to resources. Imagine you had to if you've Vilfought. If you had a tournament in Vilfought with Bohemian villagers, they then turned into your villagers. That'd be fucking so strong. Back from the grave. Okay, he's keeping his There's 3 ships alive here. For some reason, they've went all the way up to the right-hand side, though I guess there's a fire ship here. Forward siege coming in. And there is the monastery too. So, smush defense for Belgium. Smush forward from ACCM. And gotta be careful here. There's only 6 fishing ships from ACCM, so he hasn't trickled down too much, but he has went for a second TC of his own. He's expecting him to go Monk Siege. I think just the earliness of it was funny. I think just the earliness of it. Like, he's not actually seen the monastery yet. And the fact he went for it so early. Oh, he's got to be careful. Don't want to... Bro. Bro. Oh, God. He's totally... Water's gone, pretty much. Water will be gone. ACCM's got 2 TCs. Belgium has added a decent amount of farms. 1 monk here. Garrison the tower. Doesn't get the conversion. There is enough crossbows there, I believe. And yeah, here comes the monks. Do we need double? I think you can just get away with 1 monastery here. ACCM just picking up the relics in the meantime. Which civs were banned? So there's been 8 civilizations banned from the tournament, and it's been progressive. It's been progressive as the tourney's went on. So the most played civs per round have been banned out. It started with 2 civs, 1 civ, 2 civ, 1 civ, then 2 civs. And then add in Portuguese and Byzantines to Hopsy's lists. How's the micro here? 2 mangonels versus 1 and a massive archers. 3rd TC coming down from ACCM, also adding in sanctity for his monks. And Lithuanians, that's the other one. Add that to your list as well. This amount of archers though actually did half decent amount against ships, so we can bait them back in. Would be not bad. And there's a market from Belgium going for redemption now. And he's going to try and get up to Imperial Age, guys. He's going to try and get to Imperial Age. And Redemption's coming in, Sanctity's coming in for ACCM as well. And he's going to get a bit of a surprise. There is 3 monks here. I wouldn't mind re-walling just to give yourself a little layer of extra security. And Atonement coming in from ACCM now as well. Beautiful. Oh my god. And... did that zebra come through there? What the hell? I'm not sure. Boggum does decide to dive though. I mean, he's got 2 mangonels there. He's gonna... oh my god. Bro. No, 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 no. Where are you going with the villagers, man? Are you gonna get these knights as well? Oh, just deletes them. Cannot get the castle up there either. Crossbows are going to take out the archers. And the castle's going to go up. And it just needs that castle to go so we can get up to Imperial Age. And castle coming from ACCM now as well. It decides to just place it a little bit further back. There we go. Up to Imperial Age. I guess he's got the buildings already. He's got a monastery and a siege workshop. The ballistics coming now. Would be expecting chemistry at some point. But having this on top of all the production, that's... 2 monasteries, siege workshop, and a stable. The castle will make relatively quick work. Oh my god. Risky stuff from Boggum there. Nice of him to collect relics, yeah. There's a couple of monks in here as well, and he's still... I think you just get rid of that monk, right? I guess could pop out this way and should be fine. And even just add in extra ranges now. 30C coming up there. Should be looking good from Belgium. I maybe think he's going to try and get in here because he's got redemption as well. Maybe another castle here. Or do you try and eke a little bit closer towards your opponent so he can have a castle here? But he's looking in a good spot. And Ferber coming in from ACCM, and he's not anywhere relatively close in terms of total resources for Imp. Because he's still making vills, man. But his gold's good, and he's a decent amount of farms. And yeah, the castle on the left-hand side, I like. I didn't... you know... Oh! Oh! Is it... No! he needed fervor, man. Oh, God. Belgium... Okay, does notice. We'd love to see a forward stage workshop. And he's got chemistry coming in already. Would have liked it a little bit earlier so you can get on with the bomber cannon production. See, ACCM is starting to prep. It's not a good castle. It's very good for map control. If you just stonewall here, you can give yourself a good pushing point now. How is ACCM allowed to have such... He prioritised them, Dave. That's how. If you prioritise Burmese in your draft, you're an absolute Chad. Yeah, but all of this is gone. 21 in gold for Bohemians. That's like having 60 on gold. Let's churn out some units, man. You should have picked Burmese first, yeah. And this is the issue if you do fish trap. This middle area is very likely to go down. It's just so weak to range. And those 4 skirmishers, man, just getting queued up. Beautiful. Cannon galleons in the middle. Yeah, honestly, we call for it like every game. But I guess a good pushing point here with the castle just stops them expanding. 6 on stone for Belgium as well. Another castle probably here at some point. Bomber cannon still on way. The eco is solid from ACCM. He has a little bank here. He does have a little bank. I'm sure Belgium would have loved to have another castle forward. And Treb's coming over. I think you just bring the mangoes as well. Bomber cannon. Okay, 2 Trebs, bomber cannon. Even a guard tower just to protect. Guard tower here would be pretty pog. It should be enough crossbows there to do the damage. They've got chemistry as well, so they do have an extra attack. And Brace are coming in now as well. Okay, Theocracy, block printing, so just going to be monk defense from ACCM. Gold's going to be an issue though. Does have this one here. I'd love to see a Treb out from the left hand side, and we are. And the light cap switch is going to be coming now as well. And the guard tower will just help defend things. But Belgium's just done a great job of like defending that initial situation. ACCM really struggled to find any damage. And that castle, man, was just, look, it's cleared up everything, just pure balls. And castle does go down. 3 Trebs, bomber cannon, any more on the way? Not as of yet. Bring the mangoes up, man. There's like nothing here. I suppose maybe worried about redemption on the monks, which would make some sort of sense as well. Okay, big engagement, no. Mango coming. Splits. Pog. Beautiful play from Belgium. 4 towers coming up. Treb working away in. Okay, took out the TC, looking fantastic. Castle is being brought down. More villagers being added. Do we just add more crossbows here? Look how much the resources are fantastic from Belgium. He needs to start pushing a little bit quicker if he can. Nomad back in the pool. That'll make you very happy, Eli, I'm sure. But I'm not sure there's a way back in here for ACCM. He's gonna try and get some more monasteries up. He's trying to get teched into light cap. Only has 20 on food. Bomber cannon out now. Just goes down to the hell absolutely immediately. And yeah, archer armors, arbalest coming in. More towers coming up in the face. What ACCM did wrong? He just didn't really find too much from his feudal and his castle age pressure, right? He put up a stable, he put up 2 monasteries. Honestly, I think it was more of an issue that he invested so much into this castle age push and found absolutely nada. He didn't get anything from his castle age push. Siege Engineers now. Are we going to see if needs to? We do have enough for another castle. Belgium's just going to put it right up in the middle here. 2 guard towers there to help defend. Don't think he sees the castle yet. Once the troops come forward, they will. And yeah, I think writing is on. I think the writing's on the wall at this point, guys. It's not looking good from ACCM at all. Not looking good. What do we think? What can ACCM do to get himself out of the situation? There seems to be very little. He's not lost a lot of villagers, in all fairness. That is one thing. But the map is starting to evaporate. This castle being kept up is fantastic. It's also had masonry. It's going to get architecture now. That looks like do have +4. Gonna go after the monks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bomber cannon. So 5 monks and a BBC. Yep. And the light cav. If careless, should clear up that trap. And +4 is pretty crazy, right? Light cav have a lot of pierce armor, so 6 pierce armor in total at this stage can really just sit underneath castles. You need something, and you can see Belgium just scrambling, trying to get barracks up so you can make use of the Bohemian pikemen. That's a pikeman already teched. And yeah, siege with some sort of just hell push here is going to be absolutely brutal. You see, Belgium's just done a great job of expanding its gold here in the back, more golden stone in the back as well. The military numbers is a little concerned at the moment, but there's just what can ACCM pivot onto? Very little. He does have ARB, but then I guess Belgium can just add more ARB in his own right. Let's see if Belgium's being careless. So bomber cannon does take out 1. Oh, can't see that actually. Feels like ACCM is just holding on the skin of his teeth. Okay, guard tower there is actually pretty fucking pog. Let's see the range in that. Oh my god, it's hitting everything. That's beautiful. The Bohemians do get keeps as well. Now, 2 bomber cannons are here. Another castle going up in the right hand side, so it's going to be a big line of castles. ACCM's going to be struck. Oh my god. He's going for a transport, guys. That is ballsy. Looks like he's just going to try and transport and get some light cav in the back of the eco here. But the gold, do we get from selling some food? Maybe get to Hufnitze? Could be interesting. The wood price is still good. 105, gain 3. He thinks he's still got a win condition, man. But the army looks like it's going to be getting too big. There's 3 bomber cannons there, don't get me wrong, that's a decent amount. Now where... Oh, he's actually going for villagers. Okay, maybe going for sneak stables. Oh, he's actually going to take the light cav as well. I think if you just take the light cav and the villagers and you put up stables right there, you're just forcing the attention away for a couple of seconds. But Boggum diving. Quite a few ARBs here. Pikemen doing the damage. Of course, get that extra bonus. And ACCM calls it. And it takes it 1-1. It's a solid gameplay from Belgium. It defended well and looks like... Honestly, it just looks like ACCM overextended a little bit. Like, yeah, the stable here made a couple of knights. And then went double monastery, a siege workshop. Didn't really achieve anything with this at all, right? I don't think it was as much as the feudal age. Like, for me, the feudal age is fine. He did force a reaction. He also won water, right? I guess Belgium done a good job of trickling back in. Maybe could have been a bit more aggressive on the outside when he had the chance. But yeah, that Castle Age aggression was not ideal. It was not ideal. Let's have a quick look at the statistics then. Minute 23 atonement. Total res, pretty good. And keep in mind, Belgium was actually first at Imp and multiple villagers behind and still ended up with more res. Fast Imperial just made a difference there. Kind of caught him off guard. And actually made his way up to 136 vills. Belgium's done a great job of just adding more eco. And we have a map. We have a map, guys, with no landlock. I wanna see what Dave says about this. He's probably gonna be like, oh, it's just like the normal one so much. This is an extremely rare map script to have no landlock. So it's probably about 95% of the games. And we did have one seriously bugged map in Eli's, which looked like Team Islands, man. It literally was like Team Islands. It had like a big water, like the inlet just like extended too much. And there was like a tiny little crossing between them, and then like two bits of land, literally like the hamburger you see in Team Islands. It was low-key hilarious, but very interesting. Your map was messed up. It was super messed up, man. Needed a re. It was interesting to watch, though, in all honesty. It was interesting to watch. Redo it all, yeah. If you donate a couple of $1,000, we can do that. We can do that, no problem. Okay, Sicilians for ACCM. He's in the south portion of the map, playing in the blue again. And can you remember Sicilians with that insta TC, man? Oh my god, how did the devs get that one so wrong? How did the devs get that one so wrong? Like, Spanish already get like an extra val, but for some reason they came into the game and you could go for that super quick TC build. And looking at the TC spot, that's kind of awkward actually. It's up against this little hill here. It does have gold and stone to the right hand side. And I guess there's some good open space to the left and right here, so it could be a pushing point for Belgium. He's up in the north hand side, already pulling in a board. Good thing about Berbers is you don't really need to get early loom because of the walking speed. So he's ready to get the second board. Does have stone in the back, does have gold in the back, and looks like multiple boars. Now the docks are not terribly far away. It's very similar to what you would see on a normal DE Nomad script, right? Yeah, it did start. It did start with the first TC though. I'm sure it did. Am I totally wrong in that one? I'm sure when it came into the game, the first TC had it. For like a very small amount of time. And then they took that out. And then they also had the free transport ship, which had the crazy line of sight, which they also took that out. I think the transport ship was super OP, man. That was crazy. It was like the question was how early did you go for it? But the line of sight you got from it was so fucking good. And look at that uptime, sub 9 minutes from ACCM. Beautiful stuff, 18 pop. Nessa, life advice? Nessa, what kind of advice do you need, my man? What are you looking for? Belgium just looking to be a little bit later. A little bit later up. Could just be going for a Castle Age play here. I mean, honestly, at this level, it's super rare just to see an FC. Which, of course, you see just so often, just in general. Anything going on in life at the moment? Anything in particular? I can give general advice, man. Hard work. Oh, you're... No, 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 no. You came to the wrong person for that. Hot card work. Just, drink some beer. Drink some alcohol. Well, guess, work hard, play hard. That should be enough, right? Work hard, play hard. And stable from ACCM. Okay, so like every other game, so you're telling me to get drunk. Yes. No, you don't even need to get drunk. Just you can still enjoy alcohol. You don't need to drink. Like you don't need to get drunk to enjoy alcohol. Now it's funny how Belgium's already going for the pre-walls as if he can feel the scouts. Now, scouts from Sicilians can be a bit of a pain in the ass because just adding spears is not that simple, right? And you can see ACCM's already come. He's actually going with 2 villagers this game. Not going with the 1, like his usual meta. And there's 9 fishing ships from Belgium. Holy fuck. Let's take a look at the scouting quickly. You can see pretty much sees everything round his TC. The gold is very exposed. Not ideal. 1 llama still having a look around from ACCM. Whoa. Look at that for scout, guys. Pretty much sees all the map. Doesn't know where the dock is, though. And I guess even if you start fighting the Berber villager, it's always going to be able to run away unless you're like some sort of god with micro. But he does have a scout out and 2, so he is going to get a good look around the map here. It's just... Bruv, why did you delete the walls? Yeah, get the walls back up. What are you doing, man? Now, actually, Berber villagers will have a little advantage in terms of walking away. Gonna try and block. Ooh. And there's a dungeon. When was the last time somebody seen a dungeon, guys? It's been a while, right? This is the issue with 2 villagers forward, though. I mean, even... Okay, Spearman out. Should be okay taking this fight. Of course, Sicilians get 300 stone now, and actually having to tower this gold. Gotta love it. Range is coming up. I told you guys. Pretty much every game, ACCM is going for forward range. Dungeon here. Ooh, so he's gonna try and just make use of both areas. Oh, I just tapped out. That's the wrong thing. Okay, that's a really bad dungeon. It's literally, it's not even touching the gold. You'll need flexion, of course, and it will get a little bit further, but not too great, right? And barely even hits the wood line. Spear getting a good little hit on the scout. The scouts are trying to get in the back here. Not going to find anything. Now, fire galleys are working their way to the outside. Looks like there's not been too much in terms of pressure. 1 dock versus 2 by the looks of it. This forward from ACCM. See, the villager difference is quite stark, but that's just the fishing ships. Diving in on the villagers. That's not great. Does need to get the walls up, and I like that approach. Little spear here as well. Just gotta be careful, there's a few archers out now. Keep in mind there is 2 of these villagers forward, not doing anything. Stable being added from Belgium. Look at that, look at his resources, man. He's gonna get up to Castle Age in the next couple minutes, guys. Nice quick wall. Needs the blacksmith to click. And shoot. Archer's trying to dive, does take some damage. 1 more wall, 1 more wall, 1 more wall. Ooh. It's just very difficult for ACCM to come in here and try and find damage. And Belgium's going to be first up. And he's going to be on to Knights. And Knights are just going to wipe Feudal Age army. And they're cheaper. They produce so fast. Maybe even just goes for War Galley. But I think with the map control that ACCM has, you just get on to Knights ASAP. And yeah, that's a good call from ACCM. He sees the importance of this tower. He's going to try and take it out. Belgium, though, reacts nice. He's got 5 on stone in the back, so Camel Archer's probably in a long-term plan as well. Needs to get another tower up. And can you repair? Repair. Ooh. Naturally the scout goes and our scout added from Belgium, but at least it delays the castle a little bit longer. And you see ACCM putting the market up now as well. He wants to get up to Castle Age 2. Fish economy has been slightly interrupted from Belgium. And looks like ACCM did get the clear up at home. But yeah, double stable. Double stable. Unbelievable. Armor, bloodlines, doesn't have fantastic food eco. Okay, the boys actually attacking the TC. I was like, man, that's a Chad move. And did he get fledging? Nah, still doesn't have fledging, so like barely even touches the gold. Gonna have to buy food. Not ideal. Yeah, the dungeon's lacking, man. Couple of nights to start though. Still adding in some fires. Just wants to keep the fish alive for the meantime. That's probably the right call when you have 7 there. So you're pretty much all of your food income. Do have 4 villagers on the berries here. ACCM should be clicking up in the next few seconds. Does get some pre-walls up as well. Obviously concerned about these knights coming. Did see the stables, right? Saw one. And I guess Belgium not concerned at all. Double. Oh my god, he's stacking the dungeons. Arena Crush meta has came to Nomad. That's so funny to see. I guess it'd be really hard to bat them down with villagers because of the surface area. Okay, spear does fall down. Like, because of the surface area, I suppose this one can hit these villagers here. You'd have to be... Yeah, that'd be interesting. And dungeons get a lot stronger once you're into Castle Age as well and beyond. Now, is there... Ooh. Be keeping an eye on that. And there's a castle coming up. And of course the castle is just going to melt the dungeons anyway. In the forward range, I'm not even sure where the archers are now. They're actually inside the dungeons. They've not really found too much at all. Knights are trying to find their way in, and this is the beauty of fires. Oh my lord. Fires absolutely melt palisades, and I think you go after the palisades here. Do we send a villager forward for Siege Workshop? That is a question for me. Even just keeping a knight out in the back now. Probably looking for those villagers, but they're gone. Let's go after the fish show. Don't mind that at all. You see ACCM's resources are not too shabby. What is he going to get straight onto here? Does not have a lot of armies. Going for TCs. Oh boy. Oh really boy. Okay, so second TC, Camel Archers coming over. Knights just batting away. Should be seen in Monastery, and we do from ACCM. See, fish economy is looking pretty good from Belgium, should be expanding, and is. It's just like ACCM's running out of like an initial amount of steam here. It does have a monk on the way, and Sicilian monks are ass. They're absolute garbage. And now if you can get Camel Archers, gonna help chip in, just hit over villagers. You can see, look at the, oh my god, this micro economy here. Now, those 2 villagers both put up a TC, and would be pretty nice doing it in the process. Belgium staying on stone, that's a big question for me, and is a couple of knights out and a 4th TC from ACCM. Where are the rest of the knights? Okay, taking out the stable. Well, I guess there's only 1 stable production from ACCM. Looks like it. Belgium gotta be careful. Trying to get into this side as well. Let's get some house walls up behind. ACCM doesn't have... I suppose he's got a decent amount of farms here, but it's nothing crazy, right? Always Fish is pretty much dead now. But he is getting some pressure on Belgium's Fish on the right-hand side as well, so good job there. Okay, farm's being dropped now. Economy upgrades, horsepower only just been added. So equal there. Stable does go down. Not really seen the monk being able to do too much, but there is a few here. Does need to get forced into defensive siege as well. Just help defend that area. As you see on course in 4 TCs versus the 2. Can bug him, just get the clear up here. And just deal with this kind of pressure. And with so many camel archers, only have fledgling though, should be alright, but it does need to micro. Yeah, and ACCM just gets the hell out of there. It does have good map control at the moment, so probably not a bad idea just to pick up relics. And what can he see? ACCM's already picked up 1, 2 in the back here, sees a third one here, and the 4th one down there. These 2 are probably going to be unlikely, but these 2 are pretty much free gold, right? It's not too bad at all. ACCM just looking for counter damage and not going to find it. I think we need to see forward siege. Forward siege is going to be the next call. Belgium, maybe just thinking about Imperial Age. Castle forwards. Wouldn't be unlikely to. Man, whew. That's going to be a well-defended economy right there. I don't think it has any idea that ACCM's actually down here. That's a capture age bug, as far as I'm aware. That knight just hides in the trees in the meantime. The eco is starting to grow now, but all of the... Man, that's a lot of idle time from ACCM. It's up to 5 minutes, so. Got his 4 TCs. 3 TCs for Bogham. There's only 7 villagers ahead. Where are the knights? Okay, taking out the houses. That could be annoying, but 140 pop space. And the camel archers coming forward. Do have Bodkin now. No ballistics. Now, that's a decent little task force there. Mangonel, 3 scorpions, 3 monks. But just miss the villagers, but should be able to chase them. Absolutely no problem at all. Wow. Now that's a... Now this is the thing with Sicilians, right? This is the thing with Sicilians. With that kind of task force, you are unlikely to stop that. Oh boy, that's actually a few camel archers, a few knights. There's 4 monks. Oh my god. Now how quick is the reaction going to be here? You should be seeing it, should be seeing it. Oh boy. There we got it. Camel archers are attacking the foundation, man. Going after, you gotta go after the monks. Oh no, 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 no. Belgium, man. You gotta go after the monks, man. Okay, monks still go down. The thing is, Sicilian castle is incredibly hard to stop, and now Belgium's just going to idle. I would be very surprised if he doesn't just take out the villagers from the queue, or just let them finish, and then he's going to try and get up to Imperial Age. It does find this TC over on the right-hand side. ACCM, if you're going up to Imperial Age, this forward, to this forward castle, ideally, I think you need some sort of transition towards Imp, and I'm not really seeing it. You see Belgium, yep, just idling. He's going to be up very soon, and he can start trebbing away in this. Yeah, just buys the food. He's on his way, and ACCM is nowhere even close. So I got to even question what this castle does. Maybe takes the pressure off you a little bit. Does actually take out some military units. But the grand scheme of things, doesn't do too much. Did take out some units. And even a TC being added on the gold here. I think the knight won't see that. I think it'll just be out. And yeah, Belgium just going for the castle in the mid. Interesting when there's 5 knights here. Let's bring the camel archers over. What? It's fine, no problem. Castle's going up. Let's pull back with the knights. Castle on castle. And honestly, counter-castling with Sicilians is kind of crazy. Scorpions coming over. Ooh, counter-castling Sicilians. I think you got to bail on that. Unless you go for the bells. Might go the villagers. Ooh. ACCM's the one that bails. Interesting. Dog just came in. Okay, that TC's still not up. Belgium gonna be an untap. Here. Up here. On the bed. That's a good point. Oh, straight back off. I had snap yesterday, so I just gotta keep an eye on them. Here, kid. Team map presence is looking pretty good for ACCM now. But now with Imperial Age, Trebuchets out, and honestly, this castle's fantastic, so you can just pop both of the Trebs here underneath the castle and start chipping away on his castle. And he's lost some good HP already. Oh, he better not be smelly. Oh, he's farting already. Oh my god, that's rancid. Okay, another castle behind from ACCM. He is on the way up to Imperial Age. Of course, bomber cannons should be pretty realistic for Belgium. There's like no military from both players here, man. What the fuck? Look at the military count, 14-4. What the hell, man? Bad dog? No, he's a good dog. Well, tries to be good. Who's farting? The dog. For starting, the dog's farting. Yeah. So this is a castle went down. Kind of expected, right? But you don't really know where your opponent is. But I think if you're going for a forward castle, you need to have some sort of follow-up. First Crusade coming in. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So, ooh. Let's see how this one goes. Second armor just about to come in. And it's only 20 military. This could be an interesting one. The Trebs are going to be totally unguarded. Going to be baited into that castle. Villagers are going to go down. Ooh, could you imagine that castle went down a little bit earlier? It's going to solve some army problems? Yes. The main issue is they have to get over there, right? I hope he got a squire, so I did not see it come in. They're going to be a little bit split up. But the Trebs... there's a couple of monks. Do have 5 Pierce. Cam Archers are there. Should get a couple of conversions. I think this little ball goes down. This is actually the issue here, but they are grouping up here. That castle's still been denied. Are we working away in this castle? Not yet. Economy numbers is looking good for ACCM. Only just getting the second eco up, so that's not fantastic. And yeah, does take out the castle. He's going to put another castle up there as well. Come here. Come here, Dad. Come on. Just come here. You're not going to get out. Nobody else in the house. And this is the battle you always wanted to see, guys. Sergeant versus Cam Archer. Now with Micro coming in, Husbandry, Chemistry. Sergeants are great. You're going to be kind of supplementing with something else. But at this point, I'm not loving it. Donge is even coming behind, which will do pretty decent against Cam Archers in numbers. He needs to make something else. And he's not... Well, I guess he's got 54 farms, man. Can you possibly get onto Halberg? Only 23 on gold. What's the gold control looking like? Ooh, no gold for ACCM. Only this bit here. Needs to fight over this bit as well. And another castle coming up. Villagers going down in the right hand side. Sergeants might just be going for a counter raid. The pig killing sergeants. It does get a couple of conversions, so nice job there. And Camel Archer's coming over. Chemistry in now as well. Trebs starting to work away. It's looking like Belgium's game. It's looking like Belgium's game, and all he went for was tower defense, and he was absolutely golden. Man, sergeants, elite sergeant coming in. They're just feeling a bit underwhelming at the moment with this amount of camel archers, man. They have 11 attack at this point. 11. The boar was attacking the sergeants. Yeah, they must have tasked it on them by accident, right? What part of the map was it in? I need to have a look and look at it. I guess you need to make military, right? And I hope do we think ACCM? Do we think he has a? Does he have an all dungeon hotkey? I wonder. I doubt it. It's going to be really difficult for him just to find damage here. And more villagers coming forward. It's going to be a castle here, and castles just melt dungeons as well. Treb's coming out. Doesn't look like ACCM's going to be able to take us. Even going for crop rotation. And Sicilians. Pretty wild there. They have like 1100 food on them. I guess he's thinking about the long game, right? 8 military. Not looking good for him, and he does tap out.
Oh, kill him! Oh, kill him! Oh,
you're fucking
You paid 6 months to die like this.
Oh, you're so stinky, Oscar. You are so stinky. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Hugo, for the prime. 6 months. The huggy waste of money. Oh my god. Good boy. Oh, he's rancid, honestly. It's absolutely rancid. Need to open this window back up. You're a stinky boy. You're a stinky boy. Oh my god. You're a stinky boy. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, game number 4 then. Belgium 2-1 up in this one, and we have very close TCs, guys. So, unlike the last game, we do have the landlock. It has generated. And first game here in the best of 7, where we have both players pretty close to each other. Now, the question, when I always see TCs this close, who's got stone? And you can see ACCM has it, and Belgium really does not. Does have something to the left-hand side here, but kind of a nice TC, man. Right on top of the board, does have some gold here. And the villagers obviously going for the relic. Oh, wait, no. 3 villagers on the TC from both. Yeah, Eli, you're just obsessed with Khmer, man. So this is the thing, if you do go for the 3 villagers on the TC, you do kind of need to get onto food. I guess with Hindustanis, you could maybe just go straight onto wood anyway. Because you do have the cheaper villas, but he's going to get on ASAP and just start trickling in wood. And probably going to go for the dock all the way down here. Does see the shorefish? You should go for it there. So yeah, you'll see top players, you will see top Nomad players go for the 3 villagers on the TC quite often. Well, you can use the passive to snowball water. It's really not that simple. The transition period for Malay is so odd. You don't really want to have a faster feudal. Well, I guess you could, and you could maybe just go for like a double dock approach, or do you just add the extra villagers and then just get like to a similar point and being able to match with a better eco. But this dock is so late. So late. It depends. That's a good thing about Malay. You can have a little bit of flexibility in terms of your approach and what you want to go for. But dock's only just up. You can see the distance between them. Pretty much all of the map, right? It's going to be all the way around to get there, so it's not going to be ideal. What's the cow situation for both? Belgium, man, look at that! Look at that scouting for minute 4 and going into minute 5. That's pretty fucking pog. Has a good look, and he's got a big bay to expand his dock economy into. And for ACCM, looking pretty damn good too. Looking pretty pog. Oh god, guys, this dog is he's disgusting. can't believe how bad that is. It's absolutely disgusting. It's like pure sulfur. Just window up. Gonna have to remove the dog. Now I've been tasked to look to make sure he's with me, because he had his balls chopped off yesterday, so I don't really want to leave him alone, because he's not meant to be like. He's not got the cone on, haven't you? Haven't you not, son? No, you haven't got the cone on. He's not got the cone on because he's not really messing. Going to bed, gamer? Catch you later, mate. Thanks for hopping in. Good seeing you. He got the chop, yeah. He just turned 1 a couple of weeks ago as well. But he's a wee staffy, so he can be quite aggressive if like another dog like mounts him or whatnot. Probably a good idea. Don't let him. No, the stitches are internal, so they will dissolve themselves. Even dogs are getting the good stitches now. He's pretty chill at the moment. Down by my side. You can see, look at the total economy difference here. 20 to 17. You can see the dock timing is really set ACCM back. 4 ships versus 2, not good at all. That's a good boy. Now, the question for me is, do you know where the TC is? And doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Belgium, I'm not too sure. Might have seen, if you see the boar running. Now this is one thing, but it's a really nice trick. If you see the boar running, you're pretty much confirming where the TC is. So that's fantastic. And ACCM even going to go after... Is he really putting a lump? Oh my god. He has no idea he's there. No, zero. I think he found the... I think maybe the villager started there. So doesn't know where the dock is. And I think... It's unclear if Belgium knows that's there. I think he doesn't. I think he maybe scouted that before the dock was even there. Oh my god. Oh my god. You like it? Okay, quick waltz. Quick waltz. Oh my... The deer's getting in the way. The deer just totally got in the way there. I just... If you ever wanted to guess whose team that gear was on, it was here. It got in the way of the villagers putting the wall up or fighting the villagers off, and is then pathed all the way around to the other TC, and Belgium's like, oh, that is a gift. And I'll take that gift. Oh my god. So close but so far, yeah. Yeah. And like, they're both going to try and put houses in the same spot. Oh my god. Both players are up to feudal age. Stone, not being accessed yet from ACCM. And he is going for the sneak dock down at the bottom here. So he knows, he sees the house in the shoreline, he knows where the dock is. And his village, that's just a house villager. Sorry, a cow there. House villager here, likely going to be moving up and docking there as well. But he's going for a second dock in the left-hand side first. Won't know where the pressure's coming from. As soon as you do know where the pressure's coming from, I'd like him just to reposition his fishing ships here. Now the Bogson is going in. Here comes the tower, and Belgium's not even in. Can he really shoot that? Yes. Pulls back. Range. Belgium's... Oh my god, look at the resources. If he can just delay as much as he can right now, and somehow get to... I mean, at this point, it's actually a nice tower. It does defend. But the fact is also... Sorry, I'm still getting used to this range indicator. The fact it's on the lumber camp, it's pretty nice that it's been denied. Because this will start to get pretty bad quite soon. See, walls coming up now. Could wall here, could wall there. Just will stop any potential flanks coming. And double dock down the bottom. I'm new to this game. Why are they building walls in this spot, and why are there no fighting troops? I guess you're referring to this for the walls in the same spot. if you build a wall, you can always delete it, right? So you always want to, if you see someone's, if you're in such close quarters like this, you probably do want to go for more walls behind. Because somebody can always build a wall and bait and then get through, which would be one issue. And it would still be out of range of the TC, so they could sneak past. So you're pretty much denying this space completely. And we're still pretty early into the game. It's a water map. So water military is the biggest priority. And you can see ACCM's actually going for multiple angles here. 4 docks. So you have all this economy on water, bringing in food. So you can see Belgium is going to start to add. Oscar, come here. Come on, sit down nice. Come here. Just come here. Sit down. That's a good boy. Okay, 2 archers, 3 skirmishers, and don't actually see any land military yet from ACCM. Does have a barracks up, and he has pre-towered his gold already, so he's concerned about the transition coming. There's still... He did. There's still 7 fishing ships out for Belgium, so he's done a decent enough job. Look, there is 3 fire galleys here, 2 more coming over. The issue here is these 2 docks are so far away from ACCM, it's actually hard to reinforce. And yeah, did get some wall up there, needs to get another one there just to completely protect, but it should kind of be fine. That's a big distance to walk. Who's going to be up to feudal first here? To feudal castle age. Range coming down now from ACCM. This could just be a lovely dive. Oh, he's going to get straight past here. And no reaction as of yet. One villager does go down. Could block the other one. What? Oh, you're getting a bit tangled here, son. Villager, just transport over the skirms and the archers. Can it idle all of those gold villagers for a certain amount of time, which is pretty damn nice. But the second tower has been baited from ACCM, and he's now got 2 villagers long dropping off the facility. Market coming now from Belgium, maybe thinking towards Castle Age. But I need to be careful and probably get the hell out of there. This army is going to take some damage. There is only 5 skirms and a couple of archers, so it's not a crazy amount of eco. This fire does need to get repaired. Where are the fires? Okay, trying to be aggressive. Does get out there with not a lot of damage, actually. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. See, 8 on gold. Trying to get onto stone as well. Maybe thinking about golems in the long term. Still long distance in this stone, man. You'd like to get a little head start over Malay going into Castle Age. And ACCM's even added in Pledging now as well. Which... I don't love it. Now being pressured in land. Oh boy. Double range. Incoming. Oh, Belgium is on the way up to Castle Age. The danger with Malay is they can always get up so fast, but the resources are so bad. Like the fish economy, he still has 4 left, so it's not terrible. It's not horrendous. But this head start into Castle Age should be pretty stark. Just keep adding archer numbers. I believe he's going to go for more towers. I don't think it'd be a terrible idea versus a castle. But once you have golems, it's going to be a massive issue. Limited gold. Yeah, he's got a couple of towers in the meantime. Probably needs to go for 1 more. Was baited into that one, which is not ideal, which is so far away from Castle Age. really far away here. And Belgium still got all of these. Ooh, does have 2 fires came forward. I guess gonna go for war. Well, I'm not guessing. It would make total sense that it goes for war galley once they get us into Castle Age. Okay, eco upgrades, bodkin, crossbow. Where can we find some damage? Dead wall off to the right hand side here where the land dock is. Gotta be careful, don't run straight into the tower. No war galley as of yet. Needs a little bit more gold. Fishing, yep, still a couple there. 700 foot away, yeah. Could put a market up by a little. Looking like that's gonna have to be the plan. And forward siege. Gotta love it. Yeah, another tower there, does make sense though. So forward siege, you know your opponent's in feudal age. I wonder if we just open a ram. Honestly, I wouldn't hate just opening ram here. And yeah, there's war galley as well. Oh, you don't have rams. Siege elephant? Siege elephant height? No! Out. Thank you, boy. Yeah, Belgium is in stone, looking like he's just going to try and trickle it in. We'll get to 650 eventually. See, ACCM is quite up then. Going up. Okay. Got Mangonel out now. Power though does have glitching. We've got to bring the repair villager. Would like to see a second one come out. No sign of an RTC as of yet. Towers, a couple of mangonel should be more than enough. Now what kind of response are we going to see from ACCM? It's likely to be a siege workshop in the meantime, but he has got 6 on stone, trying to get to a castle as well. He needs to pull back that mangonel. Second TC coming in from Belgium. Yeah, better upgrades on the ships, but should fall. Second TC coming now as well. Yeah, defensive siege, makes sense. Gonna start chipping away on this tower still. And, you know, Hindustani villagers are so damn cheap. Just gonna keep adding. And ACCM under enough all this pressure, he's gonna try and get some mangonels out and get some good trades. Try and get back into this game. So it's 7 on foot, and he's going to try and add more TCs. Does have a good little fighting force here. Three mangonels. How's he going to stop this? Going to have to get some fantastic micro, which does seem a little bit unlikely. A little bit. Yeah, there's a tower I was looking for. Gonna go for another one here. Map control is gonna be pretty damn good. You can see these two now. Look at that, covering most of the wood line. And ACCM idle time is gonna go up. He's on 2 TCs, but he just doesn't have the food income to maintain this. He needs to get his mangonel numbers up. Belgium is being a little bit careless on water though. But at this point, his 2 TCs, his economy's looking really good. I don't know what he'd be going for an Imperial Age, but he is banking res in the meantime. Like, just keep making crossbows. What unit can Blue make now? Honestly, I think he's YOLOing for Karambits. Or at least stop this push as much as he can. Now, how's the Mangonel micro? 3 versus 1 in the meantime. Needs to bring the second one over. But there's a lot of crossbows there, right? But yeah, maybe an elephant could do something. The main issue, I guess, even with scale mail, it does do enough. Should do enough. Okay, ACCM's not really in a position to be losing mangonels like that. Third TC come down from Belgium now as well. Castle to defend. Can't make elephants, so that would count. Yeah, you could maybe like buy 2 from the market, and then you'd have to call it good. Would like to see some more farms drop from Belgium now as well, but he's in the driver's seat, guys. He's in big time in the driver's seat. He's looking in a fantastic spot in this set. Can ACCM get a big splat? Can he get a splat? Nope. And trades 1 for 1, and when you're behind, you do not want to be trading your mangonels like that. Just keeping on the archer production. Probably what he needs to go for. I'm just waiting for the transition for Belgium. Maybe just happy to add some eco in the meantime. 66 villagers versus 65, so actually ACCM's done a good job of actually keeping in touch. Bogum training champion? Yes. He is indeedy. He's going for guard towers, Pog. Love to see it. Maybe inspired a little bit after his quarter-final against Taro. Doesn't really lose anything there. Right, goes after the deer. It's absolutely savage. Don't like to see that. It does lose a mangonel there, so a little bit sloppy. You can see his resources looking really good, and he's gonna click up. Gonna click up. And more guard towers being added in at the top here, so that's really nice. Not actually going after the villagers. Did we not say they're meant to, like, auto go after villagers? Oh my god. Obviously not. Of like all due respect, like Belgium has a good lead, but it's almost like he's not achieved too much with it. Like he's really struggled to find damage. Look at the KD, like the eco KD. It's only 96. And ACCM at this point, he has like full water control. He's added in a lot of fish again, so he's got 13 fishing ships. But if we do get to golems, we can have 12 on stone now. That's going to be massive issues for Multi. You take the mango. Sam will be up first, just about. Slight head start. That's really the power of Multi, right? A transitional period, especially going into Imp, can be super strong. Watchtower versus guard tower here. Belgium gets it up first. Only fletching as well, so that should get batted down. There's a guard tower behind as well, so it's not ideal. Belgium can't really find a way in here. But he has all the map. He has all the map. Look at the guard towers, just taking off that wood line. ACCM's forced to go here. Imagine a guard tower there, guard tower there. And it's just this wood. Does get a big splat. Siege elephant's out. Finally, been calling for it for so long. Come out. That tower's gonna melt, guys. Why don't I go after the TC? 5 seconds behind. Castle should be coming from Belgium. Second castle could be on the way from ACCM2. Yeah, it was very defensive with the castle. Interesting. Karambit's even been added now as well. Not too sure why. There's a lot of crossbows still in the field. Chemistry and Vodkin coming in. Trying to keep the castle up. The castle siege workshop up. Does micro back. Get a hit. Any dance? Boys, there's a couple of crossbows. Bracers in though. Not the siege elephant, man. Not the siege elephant. And it's pretty even Stevens. In terms of military, right? Map control is looking a bit of an issue. Second castle in the back here. Even thumb ring. Okay. Looking good. Yeah, but Gulams is going to be an issue. And I expect Belgium to be straight onto them. Second castle here now as well. It's going to take these villagers. Looks like it. Not a sign of them yet. That stinks, Oscar. Oh my god. Absolutely rancid. Okay, conscription coming in. Still not a sign of... Still not a sign of a Gulam. Bomber cannons on the way from Siege Workshop. Here, Smalley to get them too, but I didn't see chemistry come in. Could be enough for another castle. Karambit's actually taking out the guard tower. Oh my god. It's not what you would expect to see. Yeah, first treb on its way. ACCM's wood is obviously not in a good spot, but he's going heavy onto stone to try and give himself some map control back, and I like that castle. It's a decent castle. What a crossbows though. Yeah. Can just add hand cannons, even Gulams do fantastic against Karambits because of the pass-through damage. I don't know where those Karambits are going actually, but Bumper cannon, 2 trebs, should take out that castle. Going for Karambit raid. Hand cannons are waiting. Doesn't have the stone to go for any guard towers. I'm just gonna micro back in the meantime. Goes for a castle down here. Don't mind that one at all. Trying to get some stone walls up. 2 castle looks like it's gonna go down. 40 Nomad Warriors out in the field now. Like Karambit's just gonna melt into the PTC, so not a lot of damage there. And equal KD starting to get a little bit improved from Belgium. Still needs more on farms, IMO. Especially if you're gonna get the hand cannons. You need more. Big engagement coming though. Micro back. It's a lot of Karambits, don't get me wrong, and crossbows don't have a lot of HP either, right? Only 35. And it almost feels like that's worth it. Like, if the Karambits die, you can take out the crossbow mass for that trade. Pretty much. There's still the issue of the siege breathing down your neck. 3 trebs here, 1 more bomber cannon. And ACCM calls it, guys. Giving Belgium 3 match points. Oh boy. Obviously felt that wasn't enough. Did get the castle up there. And just doesn't like the options going against Hindustanis. And I don't blame him. At this point of the game. Why would you like the options going up against Hindustanis? It's not good. Ismaili. It's not good. Interestingly, we did get to see them though. Or sorry, both of the civs are #1 picked for both players in the same game. Ideally, you want like your first pick civ, acts as almost like a banker, right? But nah. And we have a second game where the TCs are extremely close. Extremely close, and looks like ACCM finds a TC straight off the bat with the sheep. Tatito almost did. Tato had ample opportunities. He had a lot of chances, man. He was up 2-0, and then ended up not winning. Okay, so Belgium has went for Chinese. Now you do need to have food income straight off the bat. Does he know that boar's there? He does. So it's actually fantastic. He does go for the dock as well. Hello, son. And for Kajaris, he's actually... ACCM's right on the TC as well. He's got the berries, of course, generating. Does have the deer. Does he see that boar? He does too. But he's put the TC up with 3 vills, so he's going to have to go for that late dock again. really interesting to see him go for that so regularly. It's almost like every game. Even the dock for Chinese up a little bit earlier. Now you can't go for an instant dock with Chinese. People say not to. But you get the food income from the shorefish villager, you're going to want to make a dock, so I think it's always worthwhile doing. The main issue is with Huns, it's so delayed. And you should still have an equal lead with Chinese. Just like in Arabia. As long as you have that food income straight off the bat. Chinese are nowhere near as bad as people make out. The start can be awkward, for sure, if you don't have the food income. But we're still not going to dock up. Minute 4. But to me, this is like basic stuff. You know? You're probably not going to be worrying about food income. Gajavas, sure. But I think you just have... Oh my god, get the sheep out the fucking way! I don't know. It seems off. It seems really off. You can see both players will have Lim now. And there's that 2 villagers, and Belgium should be on to his first ship as well. Pretty much at the same time. Oh dear. Now similar to last game, who's got Stone? Stone in the back for Belgium. Stone to the right for ACCM as well, so it could be fine for both. Now, I guess the question with Kajaras is how long do you want to scout with these bad boys? I mean, he knows where the TC is. I guess he wants to find out where the dock is as well. And if he goes a little bit further... Oh, he just missed it. Just missed it. You want to get these back for the mill, right? How early do you go for the mill with Kajaras is the question. And Belgium doesn't know where ACCM is. Gonna find it dead fast. That could be massive. Laser. Laser. Doesn't get it. And then gonna go for some free walls. Don't mind that at all. Yeah, 1 fishing ship out, 2nd one already on the way, and not even the 2nd one on the way from Kajaras. Yikes. I see you just raided 1, thank you. Hope you had a good stream. I don't know why the alert didn't come up. It might come up delayed. But welcome in everybody. 3 villagers behind. Chinese does feel bad. But guys, that's almost like less idle time than Arabia. Because the boar was so close and whatnot, of course. And just micros back that villain, gonna bring her over. Yeah, it's not a fantastic position from ACCM. But, saying that... Oh, block! Oh, so close. I don't think he was actually paying attention to the boar at that instance, but the boar block would have been massive. See, Belgium's been forced onto like 13 onto wood now. Another boar coming in from ACCM. I think it's his 3rd one. So he's looking not too shabby. And looks like he's going for this one. Yeah. Big distance between them. Of course, there's a landlock up to the north here. Most players just been going for sneaky docks. Much easier to reinforce, so I would be expecting that. Again, nearly 10 minutes into the game, nobody's up. It kind of reflects the chaotic start that these players have had. The ACCM does have really good scouting now. You bring in the sheep to get the mill up, and I think he's putting it round to the TC, which I do like as well. Yeah, he's going to start getting the sheep in here, so we have to wait till minute 9 for the sheep to go in the mill. Feels good.
Oh! Oh, kill him! Oh, kill him! Oh!
6 months and we still watching Nomad Satch.
It's a bit out of order, isn't it? It's a little bit out of order. Thanks for the resub. Good guy AoE, whoever you are. And somehow Belgium... Well, I guess he's deliberately not going up first, but Kajaras are up first after their nightmare start. And For a feudal age time with 20 villagers, it's really not fantastic. And it looks like Belgium might just be going for a fast castle. I mean, he's got some breathing space, right? Even going for a second dock here. He's only just going on to gold though. I don't know. He's got so many villagers. He's got 26 villagers, man. That's insane. Clicking up to feudal age with that amount of villagers. I mean, he's walled here. If he can get some more up, potentially wouldn't be terrible. There's just been so many villagers just chasing each other the full time, man. Yeah, maybe a little bit concerned now after the feudal age time coming in. There was a range from ACCM, so no surprise there. I love the outpost though, just to have some more information come in when it can. And yep, more villager chasing been down here. 20 versus 12, so it should be fine for red. So we just be expecting range and then blacksmith for Belgium. And it looks like ACCM actually finds... Oh, that's just the first dog, okay. Doesn't see the second dog. Yeah, we've not seen a lot of fast castles in the last couple of rounds. Well, not from the more, I guess, the mixed map players. Double layer palisade coming and do like that. There's the range, where's the blacksmith, should be coming soon. Actually just gonna add in some fish in the meantime. Don't mind that at all. Do want to defend. Especially when you get 7 fishing ships, it's a big investment to just not defend them. The tower's not going to do too much. I mean, I suppose going to get the archers in there, right? Yeah, gives you some extra arrows. But even then, you're just going to be coming right into the TC. And there's blacksmith. And Belgium going to be clicking up extremely soon. And the economy difference is pretty stark. Pretty stark. Even gonna get some walls off to the other side as well. Interesting wall off. Right? But man, Chinese have just got such a lead here. And like, Belgium doesn't give a fuck. He's going out here. He's gonna just take the deer here, totally uninterrupted. He's adding some skirmishers. He's gonna chill. He's got such good food income. I wouldn't be surprised to see him just go for like instant TCs. In all honesty. You got some wiggle room. I was going for another one for camp, so maybe not. Okay, probably give me Siege Workshop. Screw it. Probably not. But it's not really adding any military, so it does give me some sort of inclination. It does want to. Bit of a waddle. I need to sneeze. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, archers are in though. Second tower is coming. Only 3 skirms in there. And pretty decent little departure there for the skirms to get out, get a good few hits. And the archer numbers have been reduced nearly by half. One more hit. Okay, now Skirm comes out though. Probably don't want to trick him in at this point. Even that tower doesn't do a terribly big amount, but it does force another tower from Belgium. And the archers are through, because there's a hole. There is always a hole. I don't think he realizes. Oh boy. Okay, tries to go for some sort of trap so they can't run away. Nice. Looks like he's not going to find a terrible amount of damage. How is he still not up? Did he not click up? What? Why is he still not up? preventive food inflection. Oh my god. I mean, the economy lead is absolutely sick. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's absolutely sick. Like, ACCM's only get free fish and chips. Yikes. It's not good. And they're all hiding in the dark. It's not ideal at all. And double range coming down now, and I guess just get on to archer production. Got a good bank of gold. So it's pretty nice. And I'm not, like, what does the tower do? What does the tower do? What does that give you that this one does not? I have no idea. That's such an odd tower. What? What? Okay, fish and chips are back out running. Fish economy though from Belgium just pop. The goodness is there's not a crazy amount of numbers here. Belgium's gonna pop these holes. So there's a hole here on the left hand side of the range, and there's another hole on the other side, and ACCM just dives past. But he is gonna be in Castle Age in the next 30 seconds. You see, ACCM is not close at all. He does have the mill generating a little trickle of food here. Loses pretty much all of his army. And, ooh, we might. I would hate to see him call it at this point, but it wouldn't surprise me. So far behind. And yeah, eco upgrades coming in. And for Chinese, these two, oh my god, getting into Castle Age is so fucking good with them. And now he may see TCs. He does have, like, if he did have the stone, yes. But he is going to trickle them for sure. Once he has the stone. Yep, Siege Workshop as well. Right call when you don't have the stone to put any down. Archer's going to try and wrap around on the other side and not going to find an entrance on the top. So we're going to have to brutalise his way through here. I guess that's what the tower does do. But maybe you want to stack the tower because you know the mangonels will be coming. Man, even having to mark it. Likely looking for the stone, right? Like this is like Trust Defense 101 from the land of Arena. We just like stack these, get some archers in there, and see what we can do. PogChamp. And yeah, market coming. ACCM, and he is going to be up, but it's going to be a good few minutes until he gets there. It's going to be a good few minutes, guys. Are the towers going to buy him enough time? For me, that's the question. And yeah, needs to get some arrows in here. So I prefer the double. If he had like another tower here when he had the chance, I would have preferred that. And the villager goes down. 2 mangonels out. There's another one on the way. Not as of yet. Could be getting a TC in now. Could Belgium, but choosing not to. Villagers idle on the stone. Get to work. Oh my god. Yeah, tower is. They're gonna go down. Needs to buy time. I prefer. I guess he can't stack this because the mangoes were coming anyway. But could have maybe done it a bit earlier. Yeah, TC on the stone. Still, come on, get to work. Okay, the dog's lying down now, so that's good. He's still stinking. It's absolutely disgusting. And Belgium's going to walk straight in. Just down to the left-hand side here. Down to the left. Actually taking quite a lot of HP. Not ideal. ACCM forced into towers, though he does have the stone to go for it. And you might struggle to find damage. Now... Sharamshas? Probably going to be the play here. Okay, can I get the tower up? Can I get the tower up? ACCM, no! Oh god. Not good timing. Needs to run these ones though. Oh god. Dog camera riot. He's lying over by the door. He's so stinky, man. Shawarma riders. It's gotta be. Defensive siege in the meantime as well. Villagers here. Actually, there must have been deer here as well. But 2 more villagers are going to go down. The eco difference, 55 to 36. Shiramshas are nothing, baby. Shiramshas are nothing. Chinese at this point. Just crazy. Shiramshas should clear everything up. One mango goes down, they're so fast. They're just so fast. Two mangoes go down, and three. But it should be pretty easy for Belgium to transition on to. Onto pikes, and he is. Crossbow's all idle in the back though, and even these villagers need to get back to work. There's so much of his equal. The Shiramshas, there is 6 there. And versus 8 crossbows, yeah, you can say goodbye to the crossbows. Look at the fish economy from Belgium. Dealt 13 fishing ships out. Mass spears on the way, so just probably a pike siege push coming from this angle. 2 mangonels though. And there goes the crossbows. Man, I hate this unit. I absolutely hate this unit. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, 2 mangoes coming though from ACCM. Let's see what he can do. He needs a big swing here to get back into the set. And I don't know what, if Nelly was here right now, I don't know what the odds he would give him. I'd probably be something really low, like 3%, 2%. The way that Nelly does those percentages. It's 3 mangonels, to be fair. Castle is going up though. Can he see? Can the Shiramshas, like, do enough to... Oh, nice attack ground though. And the same from ACCM on the other side. Does take the mangonel, and Belgium needs to back off. And that's actually a great little spot for the mangonel. If he can just keep that there. Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there. Okay, Archer's coming forward. Villager 2, is he going to tower this? I think he is. And the castle's being denied in all this meantime. There's only 1 TC from ACCM. 4 mangonels. Forget the rep, he's winning this, exactly. 100%. I mean, it would be pretty crazy if he lost that castle. And yeah, Belgium's just YOLOing all his villagers. He's got a decent economy lead. So he can honestly afford to lose a few villagers, and it is going to go up. It is going to go up. Even all these... I don't know... What are these villagers doing here? 69 vills? No longer. Okay, double TC from Belgium down at the left-hand side. So many fish, man. Just needs to keep expanding his docks if he wants it to be still worthwhile. Is adding some farms now as well. The mangoes are just going to chill in the meantime. Another TC coming from ACCM. He's not really been in a boomy mood, which is it's been quite surprising to be honest, because usually ACCM is a massive fucking boomer. Loves adding TCs. Is there a win condition here from ACCM? Try and get to Imperial Age first. You just have to stick it in Castle Age now. I'm not loving it. If he can maybe... Loving it? Could he like... Maybe do some sort of distraction and try and get back on water? There's only 2 fire galleys out. I guess you're trying to streamline everything towards land, right? Can he get in anywhere either? With Shiramshas? Shiramshas can be absolutely wild. I mean, he can delete the house here, and it's totally open in the back. It's got to find damage, though. This is the thing. It's got to find damage, and soon. And another castle coming down from Belgium, and he's got 15 on stone. Oh boy. And all he's got to do is just transition to Imp. Oh, Shiramshas. Oh no, 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 no. Knight's even diving for the mango. Oh, son. And the Mango's not going to be able to go all the way over. You can see the range just struggling. Crossbow's even chipping into the other side now. Can pretty much range those villagers. Chuking it over here though. 2 mangonels. Castle I think is going to go up and look at the range that it does cover. And I just pressed Alt Tab again. I'm not in game. Alt Q. That's probably not a good place for that hotkey to be actually. As a Alt Tab next to Alt Tab. Maybe I just need better key control. And yeah, it's really difficult to see a way into the game for ACCM. Totally behind on military, behind on map control. Well, yeah, I mean, he is behind the map control, but behind the massive behind on villager count too. It's not looking good. Taps out, and Belgium, the Mind Sanity player, does take his crown back, and quite convincingly, winning the finals 4-1, and GG, well played. I can do interview if you want. Yeah, sure. If you hop in a voice chat, I'll be there in a minute. If you bug him. Just getting greedy with the amounts of fish his last 2 games. I mean, 13 is crazy, right? It's a lot of food income. The king of Nomad. I mean, oh my god, it seems like that Castle Age time, like, just took forever to come in. And it was still 21 minutes, and ACCM the last 2 games. I don't know. I just, the build seemed a bit off. He was really late to docks, everything. I lost to the champion. Ozone. That's always a good positive, right? It's always a good positive. So what kind of questions are we looking for Belgium? Anybody got anything in particular they would like to be asked before I hop in there? I lost to the guy who won. Is like massive copium, isn't it? Yes, no? We can adjust as we go along. Favorite brand of shorts? Underrated Nomad sieves. Alrighty. We'll hop in. Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing?
Not too bad. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man.
Have to say it was from an outside perspective, it wasn't the most exciting games because like the games you did win were like completely dominant. It was like wow, and playing up against ACCM like for the rest of the tournament, like it was like the flip side. It's like everything had turned back on him. Like all the sets he's played, it's like man, he looks like a step above. And I got to the final, and you were just a cut above him. Really, really impressive.
Yeah, well, when I lost that first game, I thought it was going to be quite a hard series, but felt like all the games that I won, I was pretty much in control, let's say, when it was like mid-feudal age.
Yeah, yeah. And ACCM's had this like style where he's been playing for like really early uptimes in feudal age, going for like a soft water and trying to get map control, but it didn't really seem to like interrupt you too much. Was that like, did you have an idea of like his playstyle? Did you check his recs out?
I did watch his games, but I felt like on this Nomad, the water is not super important, so I was not really bothered with his slightly faster uptimes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just felt like if I play feudal age, maybe defend a bit and not invest too much into water, but focus more on land, then I should always get ahead since this map is this Nomad version is more land focused in my opinion.
Yeah. What do you prefer? Do you prefer the normal DE script, or do you like this Wandering Warriors one?
I would say I still like the normal one, but I think this is like a nice mix up.
Yeah, I mean, defend the champion, right? And the first one was on the normal script, and now you won in this one, so almost like I guess of people that entered undisputed champion of Nomad.
Exactly.
We just need a big money tourney now, and we can get all the Chinese players in, and could be absolute domination.
Yeah, I also felt like my draft was better than his.
Yeah, a couple of question marks right from ACCM. I mean, I think polls. I mean, if the set did go on later, polls is a bit of an interesting one. Don't really. I guess the farming eco is going to be tricky to get going. Sicilians, I think, was a bit odd. And even I don't know, Malay going first. Malay have actually had a pretty poor record in the tourney thus far. But yours, I feel, is like you didn't even get to touch Koreans, Burgundians, and Aztecs. So if the set did go on a bit longer, it's like, it's not looking too hot for ACCM at all.
Yeah, one thing that I was a bit concerned about was my Aztecs, since I picked them second, and he had like a lot of civs that had good matchups against them, like Poles are great, Malay, Turks, if they get into like Janissaries. So I was a bit hesitant to play them. That's why I was like, okay, I'll just play my lower civs first, like Mayans, Bohemians. Yeah. And maybe if it comes down to it, I might pick them. That's why I also went for like Chinese, because I feel like even though it's a bit risky with the start, especially the last game, like I had no sheep, but luckily there was a boar nearby. Otherwise, it was going to be quite a disastrous start.
Yeah, it's always a risk with Chinese, right? If you don't land on food, you can be omega fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
It can be really bad, but if the game like just goes on into like feudal into castle age, like those transitions with Chinese are so nice with the cheaper upgrades.
Yeah, exactly. Like once you get over the start, they are a really solid nomad civ.
Yeah, and people
also I felt like no, go ahead.
Like people have been saying like Chinese like on Nomads like since DE, because obviously on Vibly HD used to have all the villagers, and people say like now they're on DE that they're crap, but it's still not the case. But they're, as long as you land on food, they're still pretty decent.
Yeah, and with generations, usually you should be able to have like boar or sheep, so it should be fine, and then they like balance out pretty much with generic civs. Then once you get to feudal age, they have obviously the bonus with the cheaper takes, which is like super useful for like feudal war or stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like how you manage your draft. I prefer players going for like this, especially in the best of 7, like starting off with your, quotation mark, like weaker civs. They're not necessarily the ones that you had at the end were weak, like Bohemians, Mines, Chinese versus Sicilians, Pole, Saracens. I definitely prefer yours a lot. But I like that you started off with civs that were less preferred, and then if you win those games, you set yourself up well for the rest of the set.
Yeah, exactly. I was also always thinking like what can be good matchups, like sort of try to calculate what civ he could pick. Especially for this game, I was expecting him to go for Turks. That's why I also went for Chinese, because I think I was going to go either like Chinese or Koreans, because I thought, okay, maybe he's probably going for his strongest civ, but he went for Gujaras, which is an interesting pick because I don't really think they're that strong on Nomads. I think they're still like a pretty solid civ, but they don't really have, you can't really utilize the sheep bonus.
You don't really get like the bonus at all, right? It's quite odd. And picking them third as well, it's like you would expect them to have like a clear game plan, but the mill didn't come up to minute 9, and actually ACCM dock was didn't come up to like minute 4.5, so it was really delayed as well, which was not ideal. So the last game was really all over the place. The last 2 games are a lot more wild, just because your TCs were so close, and it seemed like it took forever for both of you guys to actually find each other, especially in the second last game.
Yeah, and also in that last game, for some reason, in my head, I thought I was Koreans, because when he went in with those archers, I was like, okay, I can pop out my 2 skirms with fetching, and they are going to have the padded archer armor instantly. And then when I started losing them, I was like, oh wait, you're not Koreans, you're Chinese.
Oh my god, you fucking noob.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, that I think that I'm like a different Civ.
Yeah.
And then it can really bite you in the ass if you're banking on like a certain bonus or
Yeah, massive oopsie, huh? Oh
yeah.
dear. See, did you see in game 4 there was a moment where you were doing the wall offs between each other, the palisades. There was a deer that blocked ACCM, and then the deer ran away all the way around the wood line and ended up underneath your TC, and you're like, yeah, I'll take that free food, and just put the 2 villagers in, shot it, and then took the food for
Yeah,
it.
I saw that, yeah.
Oh,
And also that game, I forgot to like click up. I think I idled my TC for like 20 seconds before I realized that I forgot to click.
yeah. And it seemed like the last game as well, you forced into fletching. You had like the limit of the res like for so long, and you eventually got the click up time. And then
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
the last game was an interesting one because you just had such a commanding lead from the very beginning. It's like this is not how it's meant to happen. Like when you're playing the Chinese, maybe you can have like a 1 villager lead, but it was very early on. It was like 10 between like villagers and fishing ships. And
Yeah, I
like,
think also like I added a lot of fish because for once I had like the side with the bigger water part. So I was like, okay, I'll just try to defend my water a bit and add a lot of fish. Because I saw that he had this dock all the way at the top, so it would take like quite a while for him to reach me. And then when he was like doing tower rush, I knew that he wasn't going to invest that heavily into water, so I could just play a bit more greedy and add a bit of extra fish.
yeah, no, like I mean, nearly all of the games and previous sets as well. It's been really convincing. I guess like who would be next on the hit list? I mean, you had the show match with Yo quite a while ago now. If you remember that one, I think Yo won that one 4-2. If I remember right, was it 4-2?
I think Mr. Yo won that one.
Yeah, that would be a
I think
potential
it was
good one
Yo
to get.
who beat me 4-2. Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's still the Nomad King and I'm the Nomad Prince.
yeah. I think we need to get in contact with Mr. Yo and try and get some sort of show match put together now. We can
Yeah,
battle it out.
the Revenge of the Prince.
Yeah, God, that'd be a good that'd be a good name. We'll get the boxing, PR, all going
Yeah.
for it. We'll get a promotional video and everything.
Yeah, I would say probably Mr. Yo is like still slightly better than me, and then I guess Viper because he's good on these sort of hybrid maps.
Yeah.
But I do feel really confident because I would say I'm a bit lower APM compared to some of the other top players. And I would say like Nomad is a bit more strategical. You don't need that much APM. It's more like planning out what you're gonna do, what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and it's also chaotic. So that's why I really like to play Nomad.
Yeah, I mean, God, that was really interesting. I don't really want to go too far back, but that set with Tattle, man, like some of those games were like uber chaotic, and it was like, I think people don't realize, maybe because when you see if you've been playing ladder games or whatnot, you play in Arabia, like they have no idea like how crazy you are in that terms of style. But like Tattle has a reputation for it, and Mr. Yo has a reputation for it. But I feel like you kind of go under the radar slightly, maybe in terms of like general viewers. Just as total and brutal domination from the Prince. It has been fantastic.
Yeah, the Taro set was really good. Probably like the closest one I had. That last game really went down to the wire.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got the dog climbing over me now. The dog got snip yesterday. He's not been feeling too good.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He's lost his manhood. What a poor man. Yeah, it would be good to get something like that organised. Maybe I'll be getting on to my sponsors and we could maybe see something.
All right.
I missed
Sounds
Yo,
great.
potential Belgium. And then it'll be good to see you in the next one. Whenever that will be, who knows. Hopefully going to get a team game 1 set up for end of the year, November or something. I'm getting married in October, so be pretty busy between now and then.
All right, congrats.
Maybe we could see a My Insanity team. Who knows? Who else would be in a My Insanity Nomad team? You'd probably have to get Bullet in there.
Well, Daniel is also a decent Nomad player, and then Sito also plays it
Sito does as well.
now and then. So yeah.
Yeah.
I also think like
does Ano play?
3v3 would be maybe a bit more interesting than 4v4. Not sure.
Yeah, that's my plan, is to go for 3v3. I think 4v4 is honestly at times a little bit too chaotic. A bit mad. I kind of like I think 3v3 is a lot more strategical than a 4v4, and also a lot more strategical than like a 2v2. Just a lot more different things that can happen. So I think that is what I'm aiming for. It's a 3v3.
Yeah, and there's also like less chance of it becoming like a lag fest if it goes really late game.
Yeah. Oh god, I wouldn't be looking forward to that. Oh my god. Sometimes my PC struggles enough on Capture Age 1v1 when it gets to like 200 pop. I'm like, oh, here it goes. But yeah, that'll be good. Well, I'll keep you informed on that one, and I'll be onto your PayPal later tonight. You'll be getting $330. Don't be going spending it all in the one place, all right?
All right, I won't. I'm going on holiday soon, so.
Or go and have a go and have a wild night and get some beers on yourself and have a good one, all right?
All right, I will. Thanks for organizing the tournament. I had a blast, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, no worries. GG's, congrats, and take care, my man.
All right, see you, man. Bye bye.